Hi guys, it's Janae and welcome back to J Heart Loves Books. It feels like forever and sadly it has been, but I am back. If you follow me on Instagram, which is jheart_loves_books, you can see that I've been posting recently and I've been reading and my blog has been active too. Everything else has been active but on my YouTube, which has to change. So I'm kind of going to give you a late August wrap up, a moderately late September wrap up, and my October TBR. I read 5 books in August, I read 4 books in September, so we're doing pretty good. So with all the reviews, I have them on my blog, but I will be doing video reviews for some of these books because I have so many feels that I just need to talk about. So if there is a blog review, I will leave it down below. And yeah, let's hop into it. So one of the books I read in August finally is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Nicola Yoon is one of my favorite authors. She's definitely an auto-buy author, and the way she does contemporaries, it mixes it with diversity, is absolutely perfect. I can't recommend this book much more than I did Everything Everything, and I loved Everything Everything. That was like hands down my favorite book of 2016 or 2015. Forgot what year I read it, but it was definitely my favorite book of the year. And The Sun Is Also a Star might be my favorite book of the year too, or at least my favorite contemporary of the year, because I loved it so much. I actually cried reading this book more than reading Everything Everything, which is crazy. So of course this gets a 5 out of 5 stars. I will leave my blog review down below, and I will have a spoiler free and definitely a spoilers review of this book. And the fact that it's becoming a movie just melts my heart, and I can't wait to see who plays Natasha and Daniel, because I'm just excited, guys. Like, you gotta read it. The next book I read in August is The Earth Key by Jennifer L. Kelly. And of course I got this for review. I was one of Jennifer's ARC readers on Bookstagram, and this is the second book. I guess you guys should remember the first book. I reviewed it almost a year ago on my channel. I can't believe it's been a year, guys. I've been slacking, but it's been a year since I've been on BookTube. This is the second book in the Elementals series. There are 5 books total. All 5 books are released, and I'm so sorry I'm so late getting this up, but I really did enjoy The Earth Key. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. There were some points where it was kind of slow, but I got a lot of information out of it. It's like basically a very like how our main character became who she is and how her existence and everything like that. But yes, I'm not going to talk much about this book because it is a second book in the series. I will be having a video review though, so if you already see my review for the first book, which is, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Where is it? Here it is. Army of Fire. I knew it was right next to me. Army of Fire. Then you should definitely go see that. And then when I have the book review video up, I will also link it down below. But I do have a blog review up, so if you read the first book, saw my video, saw the blog post, definitely check out how I feel about this one more in depth. Another book that I read in August is Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerrill. I'm sorry, I'm really terrible with names. It's a very bad habit. But I gave this book, I believe I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It was about to be a 5-star read, but then I like guessed a lot of what was gonna happen next. So usually when I can sort of tell what's gonna happen next, my ratings get slightly lower, but I did enjoy this book. I have so many feels on it too, so can't wait to read the second book, which is Ever the Brave. This was kind of pitched as a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I see it more as sort of a Robin Hood retelling, but with a girl. But that's just my personal opinion. I really did enjoy reading this book. The world was nice. The characters were amazing. I kind of shipped our main character, Britta, with somebody else. And I don't know if it's like a controversial, like not a controversial thought, but I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I kind of didn't ship her with the person that she gets shipped with. I like the other guy, of course, but like I kind of had an OTP in mind. But I don't know, like if you know what I'm talking about, if you read this book and you kind of ship Britta with somebody else that was in the story, like a side character, let me know down below so I don't feel like I'm crazy. But I don't have a blog post of this yet. I am gonna hop to it. It's probably gonna be up sometime in October, and when it is, I will leave it down below for you guys to read. I also read Vendetta by Catherine Doyle, and this is a sort of like, it's a very loose retelling of Romeo and Juliet, but in like modern time. And this is a book that I was actually really surprised that I end up liking. Like I really did enjoy this book. I thought, oh, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be really cheesy, it's gonna be really just like obvious, but so many things happen in this book that I was not prepared for, and I will like kindly admit that I was wrong thinking this was going to be a very obvious read when it wasn't. This is a series. It's about a girl named, dear gosh, what's our main character's name? Sophie. So Sophie lives in this small town. She runs her family's like diner, like she helps run it because she knows she's soon gonna inherit it. Her dad is in jail, and then these 5 mysterious Italian boys move into her town and they kind of shake things up. And if you think this is gonna be a real big like whole love triangle or something like that, it's seriously not. It was like it was like such a mystery. It was sort of like a mystery and a contemporary. It has like the right balance of romance and the right balance of suspense to keep you guessing. I can't wait to finish this trilogy. I really do want to start the second book soon. There's so many books, as you guys can tell, they're like first in a series or a duology. So I can already tell like in recent months ahead in 2018, I will be reading a lot of sequels. But yeah, I gave this, I think I gave it a 4 out of 5, I think, or 3.75, somewhere around that element. This is also the other book I don't have a blog post review of. I do have my thoughts on Goodreads and my rating on Goodreads, and I'll leave that down below too. But yes, very surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did. Another book that I've been reading, which feels like forever, is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. I'm very sorry again. I've been reading this book for like, I'm not even gonna lie, it feels like 2 years, and I just now finished it in August. The thing about this book, nothing's wrong with this book. I love the world. I love the magic. I love the characters. It gives me such a Narnia vibe. I'm here for it. But it was a book that I would put down for a long period of time, but I was able to pick it back up again and still be completely invested of what is happening. It is a trilogy. It's I'm gonna read you a little snippet of the back. A heartbroken girl, a fierce warrior, a hero in the making. Can Mare save a world she's never truly known? I really enjoyed this book. It was like I said, everything about it, like the world building and how the people who live in their seasons match like their seasons, like their physical appearance. It's just so cool, and I've never seen anything like it, and I can't wait to finish the trilogy. The author is coming out with a new book in 2018, and I'm really excited because, like I said, her world building is on point, her characters are on point, and her boys are very swoon-worthy. I liked both of the boys that our main character is sort of in a love triangle with, and I'm here for it. I do prefer one boy over the other, but yeah, Team Theron all the way, not even gonna lie. But I gave this a 4.7 stars out of 5 stars because I did have just one slight problem with it. I think it was because I did guess something really big in the book, and I don't blame the book's fault, but I just like, I felt like there was certain points where it was just like really obvious what was about to happen, and it was a really major key in the book, so that's the only reason why I didn't get a 5-star, but I did enjoy it and I will be continuing the series. And I do have a blog post review on this book, so if you want more feels, links down below. Alright, that was all for August, and now we're gonna hop into September. I read some really great books in September. I've been reading a lot of books that I enjoyed, a lot of books I haven't DNF or I wasn't here for it. I haven't given a book a low rating in a very long time, and I'm very appreciative of it because the books I've been reading have been on point. So I finally read Shatter Me by Tara Mafi, and it's a 5 out of 5 star read. It's absolutely perfect. There are some flaws in it. Some people think it's too romantic, but I'm here for the romance and I'm here for the action, and it's very dystopian. If you don't know what this book is about, you're like me who didn't read it when it was first hyped up, but it's so worth it and it's so amazing, and Tara Mafi's writing is absolutely beautiful. It's just very poetic and I'm here for it. And I started this series because she's adding 3 more books to this trilogy, so it's gonna be 6 books, and it's coming out in March. So I'm just like, I want to catch up before the next book comes out so I can hop aboard the Shatter Me train. And this is a very unpopular opinion, but as of right now, I don't like Warner and I don't care. Like, I don't know why people like him. I guess it's something he does in the 2nd book or in the 3rd book, but it's just like, I can see why, because he's like the bad boy type, but it's just like, he wasn't like my bad boy type. So hopefully my opinion changed. If not, I just don't like him. Another book I read in September that I was just like blown away by is Three Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake. This book, read this book. The 2nd book is already out. There's going to be 4 books in the series. Read it, please. It's a 5 out of 5 star read. It took me a while to get, the first couple of chapters were hard because I believe this is in 3rd person. Please don't quote me on it, but from my reading experience, it really did feel like 3rd person. And it's, oh my gosh, it's awesome. It's about, there's 3 sisters, 3 triplets born in their, country and the place they live, and only one can be queen, so it's a fight to the death. And the cliffhanger and the plot twist was just, oh my gosh, like I wasn't prepared for it, guys. I seriously wasn't prepared. I loved it. I think I have a favorite queen, but I think the reason why she's my favorite queen because she's my favorite ship in the series, but I don't know yet. One Dark Throne is already out, the 2nd book in the series. I haven't read it yet. I want to. I need to buy it and read it, but I'm scared because I don't want to read the 2nd book and then have to wait a year for the 3rd book. If you read One Dark Throne, please tell me, is it worth reading right now, or should I just wait until like at least like a little bit into 2018 to read it? Because I'm really bad with like cliffhangers. Like, I'll want to know what's happening next immediately, because that's why I read 3 Dark Crowns in September, because I knew the sequel was coming out soon. So tell me if I should just pick it up and just suffer with everybody else, or if I should just wait. Another book I read in September was Daughter of the Pirate King. This wasn't even on my September TBR, but I was reading Passenger, and I'm not ready to read Passenger right now because it's a very long book. There's nothing wrong with the book, but it's very long. The chapters were like 20-30 pages long, and I am a freshman in college and I don't really have the time and dedication to read just like 30 chapters and realize 30 pages and realize I've only read 1 chapter. That is like, I can't, because I'll get stuck and it's not working. So I put down Passenger and I just picked up Daughter of the Pirate King by Teresa Levenseller. This was perfect. It was so perfect. It was so great. It was so everything. Once I finished it, I wanted to pick it back up and read it again, which is crazy. And it's only a duology, and I'm kind of upset because I can go with like, there could be 4 books in this series, in this world, and I'd still read it. Our character is a boss. Like, she's amazing. She does not take she doesn't take any disrespect from anybody, and she's oh my gosh, she's amazing. Like, I've never seen a character be so kick butt from the get-go that it was awesome. 5 out of 5 stars. Can't wait for Daughter of the Siren Queen. That is the sequel of this book. I'm hoping the author changes her mind and she writes more in this world, because I love the characters. The plot twist, I did not see the plot twist coming, guys. And I'm really good at guessing what's gonna happen next. I didn't know what was gonna happen next, but this was good. It was amazing. And the last book I read is Blood Rose Rebellion by Rosalind Eves. I gave this, I'm very hesitant about this book, because part of me wants to give it a 4 stars, but the other part of me is like 3.75. This book, if you are a fan of Red Queen, you'll love it. Like, it even says it, and when it's like hyping this book up, it's like fans of Red Queen will love it. And if you are a fan of Red Queen and you like historical fiction and you like a fairy tale element in it, then you'll enjoy this book a lot. I had problems sometimes because the main character would like irk me. She would really get on my nerves sometimes, and I'd be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, why are you so like caught up in something so irrelevant and not focusing on the main thing? But there was points where I was just like, I was applauding our main character. It's like, okay girl, like, you're doing your thing, like, you're doing it right. And I know I'm not going into the synopsis really well in any of these books, but you guys should, like I said, if you like historical fiction, you liked Red Queen, and you like creatures in like a fairy tale element, I would pick this up. I am going to continue with the series because the way this book left off, there's a lot more to happen, and I feel like the climax will really rise up more in the second book. It was really good. You'll get kind of annoyed at certain parts, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was really great, and I'm gonna say 3.75 or 4 stars. That's where the borderline of my rating is. And with all my September reads, I don't have blog posts up for them yet. I'm working on it, but like I said, I read a lot of books, and then I have 2 books from August I need to write a blog post on, so please give your girl some time. That was all the books I read the past 2 months, and here's the TBR for October. Please bear with me, we're almost done, guys. And I plan on reading Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, and I've had this book for forever. I met the authors, I've worked with the authors before. They're fabulous females and I love them. So I'm really excited to hop into Dune finally, and yeah, I hope I get to it. And my copy is signed personally by both of the authors. They're awesome. Check them out. Another book I would like to read in October is Alienated by Melissa Landers. I also met Melissa Landers. She's amazing. Been wanting to read this book for a while. There's a movie that reminds me of this book. It's called The Space in Between. I know it has nothing to do with the Alienated series, but it reminds me of it, and I haven't seen the movie just because it reminds me so much of the Alienated books that I want to read the book first. Sue me. Another book I hope to get to is The Crown Games by Evelyn Skye. I've been wanting to read this since last summer, but I was never really in the right reading mood to read it. So hopefully I'll get to it because I'm in the proper mood to read a fantasy about people going to the death, a little magic, and a little danger. Never hurts anybody. And a book that I actually finished last night, my first read of October, Cinder. I know what you guys are thinking, Johnny, you're just now getting to the Lunar Chronicles. Yes, and I'm upset that I didn't get into it before. It is so amazing. This is a 5 out of 5 star read. It was so good, and I'm finally on the Lunar Chronicles train. And I do like Kai. Kai was so sweet, and he at the end, I don't know how I feel about him right now, but like, hopefully he redeems himself in the series. But I do love him. Cinder is sarcastic and witty, and she's like a spirit animal. I feel like we're the same person sometimes. And the book I started last night after Finish Cinder is Carbell. I do take off the dust jackets of my hardcovers when I'm reading them because I want them to stay pretty. But I just started Carbell. I don't have any thoughts just of yet because I'm only on chapter 2. I'm really excited. I heard nothing but great things, and they just released the second book's cover and it looks beautiful. So I am really excited and can't wait to get into this world. I've heard nothing but great things. But yeah, we started it, guys, so hopefully I'll like it. I really do hope I like it because it's a very beautiful, like, it looks very pretty and very beautiful when it has its dust jacket on and has a little tear. And yeah, I do enjoy like dark circus themes. Like, I'm here for it. So thank you guys for staying with me for so long. I had to ramble and explain all my feels. I'm happy to be back in the booktube community, and yeah, I can't wait to post more. I have a very long overdue book haul. I'm just gonna do the books I got in the last like 3 or 2 months, so it's not forever and a day long. I do have unboxings. I do have a project I am working on that I can't share with you guys until probably December, but I can't wait. It's just like, I'm so excited, and I hope you guys love it as much as I'm loving it. But like I said, it's kind of hush hush until December. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys are reading fabulous books. Please let me know what you're reading down below for this month, and remember, always love your books. Bye!